Your 20s are the most financially powerful decade of your life, not because you earn the most, you don't, but because of time. Every dollar you invest at 22 is worth more than $10 invested at 42. So why is almost nobody in their 20s doing the right things with money? Today, I'm going to show you exactly what to stop, starting right now. Number 1. Waiting to invest until you have more money. This is the most costly mistake a person in their 20s can make, and almost everyone makes it. Here's the math. If you invest just $200 a month starting at 22, by 65 you'll have over $1 million, assuming a 10% average market return. Wait until 32 to start that same $200 a month. You end up with less than half that. The market doesn't care how old you feel. It cares how long your money has been in it. Start now. Start small. Just start. Number 2. Inflating your lifestyle every time your income grows. You get your first real job. You upgrade your apartment. You get a raise, you get a nicer car, you get a bonus, you book a trip. This feels completely normal. It is completely normal. That's exactly the problem. Wealth is built in the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Every time you close that gap with a lifestyle upgrade, you reset the clock on your financial future. The fix: every raise you get, save or invest at least half of it before you ever adjust your spending. Number 3. Thinking a savings account is the same as building wealth. Here's a number that will change how you think about this. The average savings account pays 0.4% interest. Inflation runs at around 3% per year. That means if you park $10,000 in a traditional savings account for 10 years, you will actually be poorer at the end of it in real terms. Your money loses purchasing power every single year. A high-yield savings account for your emergency fund. Absolutely, yes. But beyond that, your money needs to be in assets that outpace inflation. Index funds, ETFs, real estate, the market, not a savings account. Number 4. Treating all debt the same. Some people in their 20s are terrified of all debt. They avoid credit cards, avoid borrowing, avoid everything. Others are completely reckless. They carry credit card balances like it's totally fine. Both extremes are wrong. Not all debt is equal. A 24% APR credit card balance is a financial emergency. A student loan at 4% is manageable. A mortgage on a property that appreciates over time can actually build wealth. The skill isn't avoiding debt, it's understanding the cost of debt. Know every interest rate you're paying. Attack the expensive ones first. Use the cheap ones strategically. Number 5. Having no financial cushion. This one doesn't feel like a money-building mistake, but it is the single biggest threat to every financial plan you make. Here's why. Life will happen. Your car will break down, you'll get a medical bill, you'll lose a job, and when that happens with zero savings, you go into debt. High-interest debt, the exact debt that destroys wealth. Your emergency fund isn't optional, it's the foundation everything else is built on. 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account, not touched unless it's a real emergency. Build this before you invest. Build this before anything. Number 6. Spending money to look wealthy instead of to become wealthy. This is the trap that catches almost every person in their 20s, and it's getting worse. Social media has made comparison a full-time sport. Luxury brands, new phones, expensive restaurants, all posted, all visible, all creating pressure to keep up. But here's the quiet truth. The people posting that content are often broke, and the genuinely wealthy people you don't see on social media, they're boring. They drive used cars. They wear average clothes. They invest the difference. Stop buying status, start buying assets. Number 7, and this is the root of all the others, never actually learning how money works. School didn't teach you this. Your parents probably weren't taught it either. So most people in their 20s are navigating one of the most important areas of their life completely blind. But here's what nobody tells you. The basics of personal finance can be learned in a single weekend. Spend less than you earn. Invest the difference. Avoid high-interest debt. Diversify. That's most of it. The problem isn't complexity. It's that people spend thousands of hours a year on entertainment and almost 0 hours understanding money. That ratio is costing you your future. Here's the thing nobody tells you about your 20s. Time is your only unfair advantage. It's the one asset that the richest person in the world cannot buy more of. Every year you use it well, it compounds. Every year you waste it, you can't get it back. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start with what you have, where you are, right now. Your future self is either going to thank you or wish you had watched this video 10 years earlier. If this hit home, share it with someone in their 20s who needs to hear it. And if you want to keep learning smarter money habits, the next video is right there. Let's keep going. We'll see you in the next one.